EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw here, Herbert. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Here we go.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's get that touch. Come on, man up. On one, right?
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the loaded running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
First down. Here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They snap it to Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert getting the football to Davis on an out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Gun. Dot. 11. Dot.
Burrow on play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ja'Marr Chase, 58 yards. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. The extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Burrow on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They go play action with Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His bio?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Well.
11 empty.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here we go. 11 coming.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And now ball got to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. The baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Herbert off of play action. That is complete downfield to Knox. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert operating from the red zone. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the...
And he loses the football a second time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll try and run for... And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals, TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 66 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. from 21 yards away. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The 40. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving them 2 points themselves.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now it's Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. Touchdown, Bengals. Robert Tonyan, 35 yards. And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now here is another interception. Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Burrow will throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow under pressure. They got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays. And you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Herbert. Smith catches left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions. No way.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And now here's another interception. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And the Bengals going to look to fade another week as we say thanks for watching and so